Hi, Taurus. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, this is going to be a unique reading this week. It's very different from what I normally do. I know there's a lot of new viewers because you absolutely blew my mind. Last week there was like a broken record on views from Taurus. You actually broke Aries record. That's a never in a year. And that's awesome. So a lot of you tuned in, and thank you for that. With that said, this reading is going to look at the insight of 2024 and the biggest messages the universe wants you to hear, know, and listen to for you to be prepared for what's coming towards you. The regular readings that you saw last week, they will continue, but they will start up next year. I mean, there's going to be a video every Saturday, so the next one will be talking about the first week of January. Now, with that said, let's see what the universe has in store for you for 2024. What is the biggest message Taurus needs to hear? We're going to cover love and we will cover work too. So let's see what's going on here. Biggest message Taurus needs to hear for 2024. I only got one card. I want more, but that's the best card. It's the card you want me to stop at. The Sun, which means happiness. Let's have some more. Anything else you want me to tell them? No? All right. Well, you're going to be happy, or they want you to see the brighter side in something. We're going to see when we clarify. Next position, Spirit. Who or what is the biggest thing that's coming in towards Taurus in 2024, please? Right. It is either a commitment or marriage. But it's laced with the card of Seven of Wands, which Seven of Wands typically talks about somebody being very defensive or resisting it. Someone here is resisting marriage or commitment, or is very defensive against it. I see at the bottom of the deck the Ten of Wands is telling me it's because somebody feels like it's a burden, or it's difficult, or it's an uphill battle. Let's continue. What else does Aries need to know about their... Did I just say Aries? Holy shit. One, I just did Aries. Two, a lot of you I think are dealing with one. Three, you might have that in your chart. But we're back to Taurus. Tell me, Spirit. See, sometimes slip of the tongue is also important. Tell me for Taurus, what is their biggest thing in love for 2024? What do they need to hear? What do they need to see? You have the Ace of Wands in the sideways position, which is telling me your biggest challenge in regards to your love life in 2024 is this passionate new beginning. A lot of you need to discern the difference between, is this passion turning into love? Is it turning into something tangible, stable? But that's what's challenging you to see that, right? To turn it or mold it into either a relationship or something solid. Because you also have the Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which tells me breadcrumbs. Someone who just, keeps leaving breadcrumbs so you don't go anywhere. So the boom boom in the back room stays there. Or they just don't know what's going on in their life with person A. They want to hold on to person B in case something happens to person A. Of course, that could be you, Taurus. You know you're discerning adults. You know which camp you belong in. But that's going to be your biggest challenge in 2024. We will clarify all of these. Now, tell me about career and work and money, please, for Taurus. What's the biggest thing they need to know or see? Ace of Cups and the World. Oh, shit, check that out. You're going to start something fresh and new and something that you will love to do. Ace of Cups, you're going to be offered something that is emotionally rewarding. Okay, it's not telling me about money. It's telling me about your feelings for it. But it's a new opportunity, and it's something that you will find that you will love to do. So, let us begin clarifying. We'll drop advice after on each section. And everyone's sign, the format and style I'm doing for 2024 is slightly different for everyone. It's just the way the cards are coming out. Like, it felt for Aries, it felt very speechy. I mean, all of them kind of are a little speechy, but different. Like, yours has like sections that are coordinated to make sense. While other signs, it's like it's neither here nor there, but the makeup of the architect of that cohort, it does make sense. So if you're cross watching the others, or if you're looking at them for your rising or your moon, note that. All right, let's go to the sun. Clarify the sun. More major arcanum. All right. At the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups, which talks about somebody who invites you to have a conversation in regards to feelings. But, because it's just telling me why you're happy over there. It's clarified also by Justice in the sideways position, which is telling me you're challenged to see how something can be fair and balanced here. And the High Priestess. The High Priestess talks about somebody you're not talking to. Okay? There's like some sort of connection that's not somebody you weren't talking to. Let's put it that way. And then they come out of nowhere this night and ask you to talk on feelings. I suspect it makes you happy. But I think the fact that the Justice card is in the sideways position, that's what's challenging you. That's the thing inside of you, Taurus, that's making this a challenge. What's making this is difficult for you. Because you keep harping on that. You're like, it's not fair, it's not balanced, it's not this, it's not that. And you want the scales to be balanced. I hear that. I note that. But they got to note that. They got to hear that. And they got to hear you and hear you good on how to make it balanced for you. Because you're obviously not communicating over there with the High Priestess, but I see you stupid happy when they come in 2024 to talk to you about your feelings. You're thinking this might be your chance. And I really fucking hope it is. All right? But I see what's crossing you in regards to your love life. This is the challenge. You guys need to get off the surface of your physicality. That you're both attracted to each other. Great. That's wonderful. You both are passionate about each other. That's great. You both have chemistry. That's great. But you got to scratch the surface. All right? Let's hop on over to the Seven of Wands of who's coming in or what's coming in towards you with this marriage and this resistance. Please clarify the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. If the heading of or the title of this video is cheesy, forgive me. Stupid algorithm I gotta deal with. All right, and it's not clickbait. You know the depths of my reading, so please let me know if there's something that might be more enticing. But I try to stick as close as I can to the content. Now, you have the Nine of Swords here and the Three of Pentacles. I feel like I need more light here. Now I look like a phantom. Alright, that'll just have to do. No, it's terrible. Sorry, guys. Can't do it. It's blinding me. I feel like I'm having a seizure right now. Anyway, back to you. The Seven of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. My ring light just broke right before the video, but I want to do the video. Which I'm going to have to get a new one, which is fine. It'll be my Christmas gift. Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords is telling me, guys, that whoever is resisting this or pushing it away or pushing it off, it's causing the other one of the two of you to have this stress. You don't want to be, well, first of all, none of you want to be in a third party situation. Second of all, it's the strain of how you're going to have this collaboration or this reunification. You're trying to work with each other, but it feels like one of you is and the other isn't. So this is the biggest issue you're going to be facing also in 2024 in regards to your love life or who or what is coming in. Somebody that's married is like holding on to either like a dog with a bone and won't let the other person go, or your person's not committing into this. One of you is not committing into this. And it's causing the strain. It's causing the stress and the anxiety. You will take a risk though. Somebody here is going to take a risk. Okay? What kind of risk? I don't know, because under that it looks like a runner chaser. Clarify the Ace of Wands for my Taurus, please. Okay. Interesting. You will have a fresh new start in love. Maybe that's better. A fresh new start in love. But the thing that's holding you back, Taurus, is this. Is the fact that you're in your head. And it's a fact that you will be that way in 2024. I say that because that's what's crossing you with this Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is you are stuck there with this passionate new beginning, but then right once it commences, you're in your head. Do I cut this person out? Do I put the sword down to talk to this individual? What do I do? Do. Meanwhile, at the bottom of the deck, you have this Ace of Cups. You want a fresh new start in love. You want it to go down the lane of love. You don't want it to go down just you're stuck there. Just passion and heat and chemistry and da-da-da. You want to scratch the surface. You want to see how deep this can go, right? And that's the challenge that you're going to be facing in your love life in 2024. Now let's go into your career with this Ace of Cups. Please clarify the Ace of Cups for Taurus. Ace of Cups is clarified by the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords talks about somebody swiftly in offering you this, communicating this to you, right? And then you're also going to take the risk and do it. It's somebody's going to be like, you know what, Taurus? I want to offer you this great opportunity I think you're going to love. And they rush in, they tell you. And I think you're going to do it. I really, really do. That's interesting. Because love life is going to be in your forefront, I think, for 2024. Career maybe might come in second. I know you have them at par, but I think I see you doing new stuff with career and work, which is interesting. But it's not like you're looking. I think it just comes to you. Let's see. Let's do advice. Universe, angel, spirit guides. Let's do advice. In the love life lane. Tell me more. What's the advice here with this Ace of Wands and the Queen of Swords? You have the Magician and the Tower. Okay. Before, when I was doing your reading, I got interrupted and I had to restart because I was trying to figure out this stupid lighting and it broke on me. So I had to redo everything. And you had this card before, both of them. Look at this, the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. That's you. I find it fascinating now that it's coming out, but it's coming out right in your love life sector. That's a Scorpio and the Taurus energy. Sometimes it's an Aries energy too for the Magician. Because the Magician is not represented by a zodiac sign, it's represented by a planet, which you and Aries both have. Anyway, share in some way. With that said, the Tower talks about something catastrophic, something in your life that falls apart. That's a marriage, that's a job, that's a big fight, that's a big collapse. It's even sometimes a shock and a surprise. The Magician talks about you having the skill set necessary to create and make your own world. You have every skill set available. You have here every element that you can to create your own world, your own life. You see this person is swirling around every energy to create what they need. You have that skill set for that job that you want to do. You have that skill set to talk to that person. You have that skill set to create the love life that you want. You're that person. You're that powerful, right? But you also have the Tower. Something needs to collapse. Something needs to be devastated so badly for you to see, Taurus, so you can manifest something brand fucking new for yourselves. Like, it needs to be so badly put in your face, like, this is not for you. This is a goddamn tower we have to give you to pull you away, Taurus, because you don't deserve this. This is shit. This is bullshit. And you need not this shack. You need this mansion over here that probably the universe can't give you because you're not turning into the direction of that flow, of that abundance. So the universe throws you a tower to take it away from you. You're probably undervalued at work and they're taking advantage of you. You probably had some fucking company 12 years that you should have been promoted like 10 years ago and you haven't. You've just been accepting it. And so universe is like, no, I'm going to get you fired or pulled out. I was just watching this cheesy TV show with my daughter on Disney Plus about Percy Jackson, the son of Poseidon. He thought he was being bullied at school. And he thought he had this best friend. And then one day, the best friend says, no, he pushed the bully. And the kid got expelled. Percy Jackson got expelled and from his best friend. And his best friend's like, why would you do that to me? This is not for you. This is not your world. This is not your world. Then like 2 days later, kid finds out he's got like fucking powers. He's a half god. He's a demigod. That's his world. That's your world. Taurus, that's your fucking world. You need to let something devastate you. This is not peace of mind. You are not an air sign. You're an earth sign. You need to come back home to your element, to feel good, to feel normal, to feel like you're in your skin. You can't get stuck by the passion. If it's not moving in the direction you need it to, you know it's not for you. And that's what Spirit is trying to guide you. Now, excuse me, because they see you in love. They see your heart is open. They see it's ready to receive. If the other person's too dumb and needs to go do their homework, what's homework? Enlightening themselves, learning how to be functioning in a relationship, they got to go do it and come back to you correct. All right? So when I see tower moments, they're very critical for you to understand that certain things need to fall apart because the right things need to come in. Let's go to the advice for your career. Advice for Taurus, please. Temperance in reverse. Okay. I don't know if a lot of you lack patience or temperance. Temperance comes from, the word temperament. It's your temperament. Typically, you guys are very tempered. But you also have the Seven of Cups back here. Maybe you're confused by your options. Maybe you don't know what the right thing is for you. We're talking about work and career now for your advice. It's telling you that sometimes you might over-temper yourself and like you hold yourself back. And instead of putting yourself forward, others of you might be saying you're lacking patience. But in this regard, it is saying find your balance, find your center, find the thing that makes you happy. All right, because when it comes to you and it's being offered to you, you're going to notice it. You're going to understand it. You're going to see it. You're going to be able to receive it. You're going to say, oh my God, that's for me. Oh my God, that's mine. Thank you so much. It's like, when the mailman comes to your door and there's multiple people living in your house, but the package is your name. You're like, oh my God, that's mine. That's what the universe wants for you. When you have the Ace of Cups and you have the Knight of Swords, Knights are messengers. Someone is messaging you. I'm offering you this opportunity you're going to love in work, which is saying your advice is temperance in reverse. Temperance in reverse is take a beat, take a moment and see what's the right fit for you. What's the right option for you? Look at this dude in this picture right here. This one's got shit in it. This one's got gold. This one's going to make me happier, although it doesn't make more money. But it makes me comfortable. You see, this person is trying to discern. Take a moment to think about it. All right, let's have one more clarifying temperance in reverse for me for advice for Taurus. Yeah, sometimes inaction is the best thing to do, because you did get the Eight of Wands in reverse. That's like holding back, lack of communication, lack of moving forward. Take a beat. Know what you love. Know what you want to do. So when it comes to you, you know how to handle this. All right, so that's the heads up for that. I do see this King of Cups back here, though. This person's cool. They're emotionally mature and can easily help you and guide you, work-wise, whoever that person is. Alrighty. Where are we going next? Let's go to love. Universe, angel, spirit guides, what is the biggest message in 2024 in love for Taurus, please? Healing family issues, finance and career is back here too. I don't know if some of you are feeling a financial crunch or a pinch, and that is like making you also stressed out. If not you, it's your other person. You have retreat and healing family issues. Okay. The things that are going on in your love life today are an extension of trauma that you received from your family, whether it was the way you were raised, the way your parents raised you, the way they've shown you love. They might have created some trauma wounds for you. And with that, you might need to heal those and fix those so you can stop being triggered by dating the wrong fucking people. We tend to do that. When we don't heal those wounds or heal family issues, we tend to put ourselves in the same repeated pattern. And we date people like that, who are like us, but we're not helping each other. I think you're going to be fixing that biggest issue this year in 2020, next year in 2024, or whenever you're watching this. You're going to be fixing it in 2024. It is time to disconnect from the world. You have retreat. I think you're going to be doing a lot of introspection in your love life. I think you're going to take a back seat. I think you're going to reassess love in general. I think you're going to be healing all those family issues with whether it was your mother, your father, the both of them. If they were yelling and screaming, you think, and as an adult, that's normal. Not fucking normal. Not normal at all. Depends on what generation you also grew up in. A lot plays a huge role. In the extended, those of you that are members, you know we're going to deep dive. I'm also going to pull a card for your, in the extended. We do the regular. We'll talk about your person or who you'll be mainly dealing with in 2024. We'll also we'll pull a card for finance and career too, advice. So now I'm going to pull another final card for your advice. With shadow and light. But before I go there, let me pull one last card with the After Tarot. Any main message you want to convey to Taurus for 2024? What is the biggest thing that they should hear as a takeaway? The first thing I heard in my head was go out there and get some. Take action. King of Cups in reverse back there. The biggest thing is if you're going to have stress and anxiety, the biggest way you're going to handle that is by taking action against it. If it's something that you're worried about, the best way you can do is throw some spaghetti up against the wall and see what sticks. Others of you, it's going out and communicating. It's taking action. Because if you're at least taking action, you know one action begets the next. Sitting home and stressing is not going to do anything for you. I see some worry here, but they're like, just take some action against it, whether that means communicating with someone or whatnot. Let me clarify too. Yeah, it's about finding your peace, your center, balance. Don't sit there and wait for anybody. What's meant for you will not pass you by, Taurus. What's meant for you will not pass you by. Do not let somebody else take your inner peace. Find your balance, find your center, find your true north, and you will be guided into the right direction of your life. All right? Let's go to this. Shadow and light, please. Tell me, what is the biggest advice Taurus needs to hear for 2024? Why you got 3? I'm going to try to read through them quickly because there's 3 things here. And that means there are 3 big issues. Let me see what they are. And please come back here often for this video as you deal with these issues through 2024. Fear and anxiety. Bam. Like the cards don't know you. There it is. Fear and anxiety. We're going to read this. Gratitude and indulgence. Relaxation and activation. Activation is this. Taking actions, like I said. Relaxation is this. Yoga, meditation, finding your center balance. Some of you it's fucking gardening. Some of you it's cooking. Let me tell you something. I go into another world when I start cooking. I love cooking. I don't know where I go, what I do. I'm not even paying attention to what the hell I'm throwing in the pot, but it tastes good afterwards. And I don't know sometimes if the universe is just guiding me so I don't kill somebody. Let's do fear and anxiety first. Anxiety is often caused by fear or worry about something that has not yet happened. It might never happen, or it might not happen the way that you think it will. And a part of not knowing and fearing the worst can cause an anxious and very uneasy feeling. On the contrary, after the event has happened, regardless of how it turned out, your anxiety will most likely ease if it was only tied to the specific event. So the anxiety is not exactly related to the outcome, but the fact that the outcome is not known to us. For example, you might feel anxious if you have a crush on someone, but you worry they might not feel the same way back. But as soon as they either confirm or reject it, the anxious feeling goes away. That doesn't mean you have to feel happy suddenly, but the anxious feeling might revert into something else. Similarly, if you feel anxious about public speaking or doing performance in front of people, you worry about how it will go, but afterwards there's a relief, even if it didn't go as planned. This card encourages you to reflect on the things in your life that might feel uncertain now. What are the things that you currently don't know how they will turn out? Once you acknowledge these things, see if there is anything you could do to not control this outcome, but to get clarity on the matter. Is there a way you can find certainty? This might involve asking your crush how they feel about you, bringing up the problem you have with your friend, or making a call and booking that health appointment you've been putting off for too long. Gratitude and indulgence. I gotta pull one of these cards for myself. See what they're saying. Sometimes I feel like there's an insult in here for me, but I do appreciate it because it tells me what I need to work on. Gratitude, indulgence. Gratitude is one of the best concepts to practice in order to live a happy and fulfilled life. It's easy to become lost in indulgence and try to acquire more and more, be it more things, more friends, more money, or more fame. When we're stuck in the indulgence mode, we often fail to see and appreciate what we already have. We may even have a lot of things that years ago we could only dream of. That's so true. But we can look ahead and strive forward instead of looking back and comparing with how life used to be. The card highlights to you the importance of acknowledgement and appreciation of what you already have, even though some days it might feel hard to feel something to be grateful. On your very worst days, there are still things in your life that you can appreciate. You might still have a safe home to go to or live in a beautiful location. Have a nice dinner or a wonderful warm hug from a friend. Even small things such as the smell of fresh air when opening the window in the morning. If you think smaller and focus, you can find so many things that are wonderful, even in the darkest of days. So true. Last but not least, relaxation and activation. Let's see what they're saying here. Not everything we think or know is true. As just because something cannot be proven, it doesn't mean it isn't there. If you're feeling uneasy, stressed, to find it difficult to relax, know that it's not going to be there forever. Things can change. Your life does not stagnate like that. Just because it's there now doesn't mean it always will be. Have a think and write a list of things that currently make you feel anxious. You're not your anxiety, it's just a feeling. But you are safe. You are not in danger, and your body and your mind together can make it go away. Sometimes the best medicine for relaxation is activation, doing something like what I said, the gym, um, planting, gardening, cooking, whatever it is for you, knitting, for God's sakes. Knit me a new ugly sweater for Christmas next year. This card encourages you to try and find relaxation in your mind through activation of your body instead of stressing out. See if you can shift your focus and let the stress out by moving your body. I love it. These are great advice for you in 2024. Members, I will see you at the extended. Link is down below in the description box. I'll see you over there. Have a happy and healthy new year, guys.